Oh, hey guys, welcome to my Nigerian farm. If you have a lot of money and you want to build a huge farm that will last for generations, and you want to build it to the best there ever is, then this video is probably not for you. But if you want to start small and grow over time, you have limited capital and you want to prudentially invest in a farm, you might benefit from this video. So what I'll show today is there are some mistakes people make when they go into farming for the first time, mainly because they're doing what others have done. And those mistakes could be corrected if you think outside the box. Let me give an example of the chicken house. And before I do that, I want to thank all those who have subscribed to my channel. I want to increase my subscription base. If you've not, please hit the subscription button and also the bell icon so you'll be notified every time I do a video. I do a video at least once a week. Then, in addition, also guys, please like and comment on my videos. This will tell YouTube to highlight the video so others can see it and learn from it as well. So what we're doing here is to make sure that those who are going into farming for the first time or early enough understand what really is in that, because it's a career at the end of the day. Some people tend to sensationalize it, or there's this they tend to romanticize the idea of being a farmer, and they feel that their farm will be nice and clean, and when they go there they feel comfortable. In actuality, it's really not that way. Farming can be very dirty, very dry, and very messed up sometimes. That's why sometimes when some people want to start a farm, they want to build facilities that are state of the art. They want to do everything. You should know that farming originally was designed for the lowest of the lowest in the class. In this civilization that we live under, farming was designed in such a way that farmers are the poorest in society. That's just what it is. Some people will tell you that no, the richest people in Africa are farmers, Dangote, Obasanjo, all those kind of stuff. Look, just because somebody has a farm does not mean that the person is a farmer. When they tell you one success story of Dangote or maybe the farmer next door to you that is doing very well, what they don't tell you is the story of 1,000 other people who had such blissful dream about farming and failed and lost a lot of money. So if you want to go into farming, you have to apply some brain here and make sure that you minimize on your initial investment until you can test out your theory, you can test out what you want to do. One of the areas I want new farmers to look into is the plan and design of their buildings. There are a number of things animals need from you as the animal keeper: protection, feeding, and water. Protection from the elements and from predators, and then food and water. That's just about it. Animals do not ask you to specify what kind of building you put them in. One thing I've noticed, especially around me here in Nigeria, if somebody wants to build a poultry farm, they first of all get the land, secure it, maybe with a fence or some kind of barricade, and then they build the poultry. And the poultry, they'll start doing the floor, the perimeters of the building, and then the floor, the structures, the beams, and then the floor is usually German floor, which is very expensive. This German floor is concrete floor. A lot of cement, granite, and sand goes into this. Sometimes even with rebar. And then when they're done with that, they now do the roof. The roof is where my problem is. The wooden structure for the roof is just a lot of wood. Take a look at this design now, this building you're seeing now. I'm not sure the animals will complain if you don't put this many wood in the roof. And the roof you're building is not to carry another building on top of it. It's not going to carry any major structure. So why this roof? It might be beneficial to design something like this. A slanting roof that you can easily collect water from, and it will also give you the ventilation, and it also give you the prolonged daylight if you're doing layer poultry farming. This roof, in my opinion, is far better and cheaper. It will require far less wood and far less iron metal sheets than this other one, which is mostly built here in Nigeria. And that seems to be what a lot of people are building and because that's what the other person built. When they wanted to build my own farm, they came with this design. I turned it down. I told them, get me a slanting design or forget about it. I had to change a carpenter to get me a proper slanting design that will cost less wood. And the building is there. Also, you don't even have to go for metal sheet. Don't lose the focus here, okay? The focus is you're trying to raise a bird and you're trying to raise chicken that will produce and reproduce and lay eggs for you or something. The chicken don't care if you put them in a 5-star hotel. There will still be a chicken. When I didn't have money to build roof in my farm, I used raffia roof. Raffia roof is a typical roof in Africa. It works. I've had these roofs now for 3 years and they are there. They work. Of course, there are leakages here and there, but they can easily be patched. And like I said, the chickens don't care. So, for me, using raffia roof was a way to establish the viability of my intentions. And as I started making money from the process, like right now, I'm in the process of changing some of those roofs. Some of the raffia will still be there, but I'll change some of them to metal sheets because I can now afford it. I've established what I'm doing. That is an advice that new farmers can learn from, in my opinion. Another one I want to talk about is the idea of deep litter system in Nigeria. It's very rare to find a deep litter poultry farm in Nigeria. Most people go for the cages, and that's fine. Cages are more effective in the long run, but those cages are not cheap. I myself use cages because I wanted to do a deep litter system, but after that time I found someone who was selling his cages on a cheap. They were selling the cages on a cheap. So I was like, okay, fine, let me just buy that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought them. I'll do a deep litter system. The misconception is that the eggs don't grow as big in a deep litter system. That's not true. The only problem with deep litter system, you need to pick the egg more often, and sometimes they may be dirtier than in the cage system. But that's just about it. So these are some misconceptions which prevents innovation. And if you're a farmer, if you are faced with the uncertainties that farmers face, farming is the career where the equipment you need to start are very expensive, and the product you produce, you don't control the price. There is no farmer that controls the price of his commodity. We don't control the price of eggs, we don't control the price of chicken. Those things are controlled by the middlemen. The middlemen, the people who don't farm but sell farm products, are richer than farmers. So for you to do well as a farmer, you have to innovate, and that's what I'm suggesting here. Think about the building your farm complex. I know some people want their farm to look very nice and lovely. When people come in, they're like, "Oh my God, this place is amazing." But that's not farming. Farming can be dirty sometimes. If you cannot afford it, don't waste resources building those nice things until your farm has established and your animals can pay for it. That is my 20 cents. I don't know if it's the same with you, but I just want to suggest that hopefully somebody will learn from it. So that's it, guys. Thanks for sticking around for this video. I hope you learned something. If you have, please click the like button and let YouTube know. And I'll see you in my next video. Ciao.